Hey, namaste. This is Sacredowl with another chapter of Real Talk by Sacredowl. Today I'd like to share with you messages from the universe. And what I mean by that is the understanding of how we have messages given to us all the time by the universe. When we create a rhythm and a commitment to an idea or path, then the universe, God, if you will, spirit, whatever you're comfortable calling it, then starts to input messages for you because you're now at a frequency where those messages exist. What we don't really know, and what I've learned in my experiences, is that we can customize the messages so that they become clearer to us. And so let me explain what I mean by that. When we customize the message from the spirit, like we say, if I see an apple, the apple means that there is a beginning coming towards me. So I will then meditate and say to the universe, please give me an apple to see so that I know that messages are coming to me. And when you start to do that, all of a sudden you'll notice the apples. When there's a new message or a new beginning that's about to happen, you'll notice the apples when they start to give you opportunities to let you know that these things are going on in your life or will go on in your life. But to get those understandings of those messages, you have to sit for a minute and you have to just make an agreement with spirit or the universe or within your mind, and that allow that to connect to everything that's outside of you. For example, I have a special relationship with animals. And when I start to see certain animals, I know that there's certain things going on. Like when I get crows in the morning or ravens, depending on where I'm at, and I start to see them fly in a counterclock pattern, and I hear them communicating, I know that there are intentions that have been sent out. And then it gives me an opportunity to center and focus and to now respond to those intentions. Now, when it's counterclockwise, those intentions are not always the best intentions sent to me, but when it's clockwise, it's very good intentions sent to me. And that's how I respond accordingly. Especially like when I'm living in my home and my home is bug free, and all of a sudden I see a spider show up and I see it building a web. In the Lakota terms, it's iktomi, which means the idea of creation or beginnings. But then with the spider, my agreement with the spider is that if there's intention sent out there, then the spider will come. Now, depending on the color of the spider, it will tell me whether the intentions is A, B, C, or D. So like for an example, when I see a yellow spider, that spider means that, and is weaving a web, which I've seen recently, is gossip that's being sent or words that are being used against my person or the people that I love. And so when I see those spiders, I don't kill them. I just simply say thank you for the message, and then normally they just disappear on me or they go somewhere. Now, you might say this is a lot of hocus pocus or not, but the reality is that this is my world and the universe that I'm in, and my mind co-creates what I need. So that agreement I made with it in my world works. Your rules and your belief system do not apply to my world. My beliefs in my world, my systems do not apply to your world. I just simply share what I know, and if you agree with it, then it becomes part of your world. So the owl represents transition and also represents a personal relationship with death. When I was in 1999, I had gotten electrocuted to the point that I was clinically dead. And the owl appeared to me prior to that, telling me that this was going to happen. It was announcing transition and death for me. And so when I deal with the owl, and I took on the name the owl, it's the name that was given to me because I represent transition and death of patterns or habits or situations. See, we all have an opportunity to customize our messages from the universe. And yours could be the color of a car. It could be food. It could be a person saying something. It could be a commercial on TV. It could be a posting that you see on a social network. It could be whatever it is, a song that comes up on the radio. But take the time to create a dictionary for yourself so that you can have an understanding of what these meanings mean. These definitions have never failed me. And when I see the spider, for example, then I ask Spirit, show me a face, and then I see an image of an individual, and now I know what and who is what's doing what they're doing. It's a very simple process, and it's a very powerful way. There's other techniques, talking to your higher self, talking to the higher self, talking to Spirit, talking to that. Those techniques I will give up information about in further videos. But I hope that you begin to understand that creating an understanding with the universe is another form of intuition, and it will help you along on your path. I hope this helped you. I love you. Namaste.